for having me today, and thank you for Crystal Ellen for being our sponsor. Fantastic. Before I start, for 10 seconds, think in your mind, what did you want to be when you were 8 years old? 10 seconds all you've got. It might have been a firefighter, a doctor, an astronaut, a nurse. Now, I didn't realise that what I wanted to be at 8 was weird until my really strict Catholic Irish granny looked at me as if she was going to kill me. When I look back, I loved bugs, insects, and when I said I want to be a buggerologist. We all have dreams, people. So the thing is, we've all got dreams when we're young. When we're young, the world is our oyster. When we're young, we know that we're going to be able to achieve. We have got dreams. It isn't just what we're going to do, it's who we're going to become. But what if you grow up in an area or an environment where you don't have so many positive role models? What if you live in an area that might be written off as a no-go employment zone for different employers? What if you go to a school that systematically fails its young people? Or on the other end of the spectrum, what if you grow up in a loving family but end up getting caught up in something, led down a different path, and then have got a criminal record hanging around your neck and you don't know what to do? I founded London Reclaimed in 2011 as a direct response to the lack of job opportunities in my area, Peckham and Bermondsey. Now, I'd been involved in youth work for about 5 years previous to that, and I'd done lots of access to employment courses, lots of training, lots of mentoring. But the difference is you can give someone a pat on the back for completing a 2-week course, or you can give someone a job. And we decided we'd tread the long and hard path of just creating jobs. So what we've done and what we've decided to do is a low volume, high impact. And it's fairly simple, really. We have got an underlining charity called London Reclaimed that looks after, supports, mentors, but crucially employs young people aged 16 to 25 in Southwark through our 2 charity-owned businesses. London Reclaimed is the charity. Then we've got Goldfinch Furniture, which makes furniture, lovely, beautiful, bespoke cabinetry and furniture, as well as lots of milling and drying of our own trees, and Lumberjack Cafe, which is a lovely cafe in Camberwell. So where we are now is we're at a place where we decided to invest heavily in a few young people, in 2 small businesses, and we're always looking to just slowly expand that to have just a hub of small businesses. And for us, a small amount of funding right now would help us go towards hiring an administrator or office manager 3 days a week, because we've got to a stage now, like lots of startups, where we're all carrying lots of different roles, and we probably need to move forward slightly and enable us, free us up to spend more time with young people and more time expanding the business. Not all young people come with loads of kind of great expectations, loads of drive, and they need guiding slightly. One guy, our second young person we ever employed, he came to work one day sweaty. Sweat was dripping off him, and I said, "Mate, why are you so sweaty?" And he said, "Listen, I got halfway to work and I realised I was going to be late, so I rode in." And I said, "How does that work?" He nicked a bike. So the drive's there, just a little guiding. Now the thing is, London is a little bit uneven when it comes to equality. So a lot of our young people look and think, I will never have access to the wealth, and I don't just mean monetary, that London offers. In London, the bottom 50% of London households own just 5% of London's wealth. So one young person, he was about 7 or 8 years old, and he heard his mum crying every night because she didn't have enough money to feed him. And he thought at the age of 7 or 8, I will never ask my mum for anything. And I think that's a huge burden for someone that young to do. And so he just went out. First of all, it was small crimes, just little crimes, thieving. As he got older, it got bigger. He ended up with quite a big network dealing Class A drugs, and he was smart and entrepreneurial. He would get the train out to different areas so he wouldn't be kind of going on anyone else's turf locally. I won't tell you where he stored his drugs. And he went to these different places, and so the entrepreneurial spirit was there. We employed him. He left us. He's been in full-time work ever since. So the model is simple. I'd like to introduce you to Reese. Reese was with us for a year, working with us. So really briefly, what did you do before you joined us?
Hi everybody. I wasn't doing much. After education, I didn't really do much, and I wasn't really looking for any work at the point in time.
And had you ever had a job before?
No, I didn't have a job, and I wasn't looking for one at the point in time.
And what's it like for young people in our area getting jobs?
I feel that it's quite hard to get a job, just for the fact that some people don't have the right qualifications, or they might get themselves into a problem that might not be their fault and ending up with a criminal record that puts them down, that they might have this dream job but they're unable to get.
And how did it change your life?
I'd say it changed my life.
Just cry a bit, please.
I have been practicing to cry, but I would say it's changed my life a lot. From where I started before and where I am now, I would say it is dramatically because of where I first started, which was London Reclaimed. It's not just the fact that it put me in the work ethic, it's just that also the mentoring helped me a lot. The smallest things was the biggest things to me. So perfect example, I never used to say goodbye on the phone. When somebody would speak to me and they say, all right, thanks, bye, I'd hang up straight away. And Mike, you know, spoke to me and said, you know, you've got to say goodbye at the end or hello, just the simple manners. And you know, that's taken me a long way till now, where, you know, I'm starting my own little business and it's going really well for me. And it's just like I said, the littlest things that mentored me to make me see a brighter future.
Second.